Have you ever wondered why some people follow trendy diets and drop weight fast, while others do the exact same thing and get zero results? Here's the truth. Most popular diets are surrounded by hype, half-truths, and flat-out lies. Keto, low-carb, intermittent fasting, they all sound promising, but very few people actually understand what makes them work, or fail. The internet is full of so-called experts selling miracle plans. Just cut carbs, just skip breakfast, just fast for 18 hours. But no one's telling you what really matters, how your body responds, how your lifestyle fits in, and what these diets do to your health long-term. The issue isn't always the diet, it's how blindly people follow it. That's where the damage starts, and where the real breakthrough can happen. In this video, you're going to learn, straight up, no fluff, what these diets actually do. What's true? What's hype? What helps? And what secretly holds you back? If you've ever tried to lose weight and felt stuck, frustrated, or even tricked, this could be the shift you've been waiting for. Because what you'll hear today, nobody ever explained it like this before. And trust me, it might just be the missing piece in your transformation. The keto diet blew up on social media, especially because it promises fast fat loss and quick results. And yes, it can work for a lot of people. Cutting carbs forces the body to burn fat as its main fuel source. But here's the thing no one tells you. It's not just about eating bacon and eggs all day. The real trick is balancing healthy fats with veggies and lean proteins. Otherwise, it backfires hard. Some folks start keto thinking they'll live off steak and cheese, and then wonder why they're constantly tired, bloated, and unfocused. Or even dealing with bad breath. That's not just side effects, that's your body waving a red flag. Keto might help with weight loss, but only if it's structured properly, with guidance and a solid understanding of your body's needs. It's like switching your car's fuel. If you don't do it right, the engine sputters. And sputters bad. Another truth? Keto isn't for everyone. If someone loves fruit, beans, or has a high-intensity workout routine, they might end up more frustrated than fit. And let's not forget the rebound. Once they stop, the weight often comes crashing back. The keto diet can be powerful, no doubt, but only when it's used smartly and not out of desperation. And what's even more surprising is, the low-carb diet feels more flexible than keto, which is why so many people jump on it. The idea is simple. Cut down on carbs, but don't eliminate them completely. Less bread and pasta, more veggies and protein. Does it work? Absolutely. Can it help with healthy weight loss? Definitely. But here's the catch. Going low-carb doesn't mean cutting out everything you enjoy. The problem starts when people treat food like the enemy. Ever heard someone panic over eating a banana because it has too much sugar? That's the kind of mindset low-carb extremes can create. Suddenly, eating becomes a fear-driven game. But real progress comes from balance, not fear. Swapping white rice for brown rice, choosing sweet potato instead of white bread, that's real low-carb. It's about smart choices, not cutting out joy. Discipline works best when paired with flexibility. And the best part? A good low-carb diet leads to real food awareness. People start noticing how processed their meals used to be. Snacks, quick bites, sweets on autopilot. But here's the danger. Jumping on the trendy low-carb bandwagon with high-fat keto treats, or loading up on cheese and bacon thinking it's healthy. It's not. Results come from smart, consistent choices. And what many don't realize is, sometimes the secret isn't in cutting food out. It's in learning how to combine it right. And speaking of cutting, intermittent fasting came in quietly and suddenly became the go-to solution for weight loss. And yes, it has its perks. It's not magic. It's strategy. You shorten your eating window, improve insulin sensitivity, and naturally reduce calories. Sounds solid, right? But here's the red flag. Fasting isn't just about skipping meals. It's about intentional eating. And that requires more than willpower. It requires awareness. Too many people use fasting as an excuse to binge later. If someone fasts all day just to load up on pizza, soda, and sugary snacks at night, guess what? They're not going to lose weight. They're just yo-yoing between extremes. And that's not healthy. It's not about being disciplined. It's about creating a sustainable rhythm. The body can adapt to fasting, but only when it's being properly nourished during the eating window. Another issue? The emotional toll. For some, fasting leads to anxiety, mood swings, even disordered eating. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. Fasting can be a powerful tool, but only when used with intention and adapted to your lifestyle. Don't just copy what an influencer is doing. Build something that fits you. At the end of the day, results come from consistency. And speaking of consistency, behind every trendy diet, there's a simple truth no one wants to admit. What really works is doing the basics well. That means eating a balanced diet, getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and, most importantly, being consistent. It doesn't matter if it's keto, low carb, or fasting. If your habits don't match your lifestyle, the results won't stick. Instead of chasing the perfect diet, focus on creating healthy routines that work in real life and that last. Think about it. What's the point of losing 20 pounds in a month if you gain it all back in 2? That's not transformation, that's frustration. The real shift happens when you treat food as fuel, not as punishment or reward. When you start listening to your body and making better choices out of self-respect, not self-hate. And yes, you can enjoy the foods you love and still stay in shape. The secret is balance. That's the freedom no one talks about. And here's another thing. Sustainable weight loss isn't complicated, but it is intentional. Little things like prepping meals, choosing smarter snacks, or skipping the mindless evening munchies, that adds up. A solid lunch beats a rushed, random dinner any day. Planning your week can save you from dozens of setbacks. And when you start building momentum with those small wins, everything shifts. You stop guessing and start living better. Which brings up the question, here's a hard truth. No diet works if it doesn't respect your individuality. What transforms one person's body might completely stall someone else's progress. That's why, before jumping into any new eating plan, the most important question to ask is, does this actually make sense for me? If the answer is, I don't know, that's a red flag. A good diet shouldn't feel like punishment. It should fit your life, not fight it. A great way to check if a diet is truly healthy is by listening to your body. Do you have energy? Are you sleeping well? Is your digestion on point? Are your moods stable? Those are all green lights. But if you're always tired, moody, bloated, or obsessing over food, something's off. Sometimes all it takes is adjusting the timing, adding a small snack, or tweaking your macros. Your body gives signals all the time. The trick is learning how to pay attention. And let's not forget, a healthy diet doesn't create fear. If you're skipping social events, terrified of carbs, or constantly feeling guilty about food, that's not health. That's anxiety in disguise. Long-term weight loss is about mental well-being just as much as physical changes. Once you learn to eat with awareness, everything becomes easier, and suddenly, you're no longer trying to stay on track. You just are. Which leads right into something most people overlook. One big reason people fail with healthy eating is because they try to copy what they see online. Perfect meal prep, flawless schedules, plates that look like food magazines. But real life isn't that polished. Some days you wake up late, have kids to manage, work to finish, and stress coming from every direction. If your diet doesn't flex with your reality, it's going to break. The real secret? Build an eating routine that survives your worst day, not just your best. Here's a simple example. Instead of cooking 3 times a day, why not prep the basics on Sunday? Cook some rice, steam some veggies, prep a few protein options. That alone can save you from 5 delivery orders next week. Another trick? Keep smart snacks on hand. Fruit, boiled eggs, yogurt, nuts. These little moves create a massive impact over time. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to make healthy eating practical and doable. The truth is, people who succeed long-term aren't the ones with the fanciest routines. They're the ones who build systems that work even when life gets messy. And the cool part? Once these healthy habits become second nature, everything else gets easier. The cravings fade, the energy comes back, and your body just starts cooperating. Sustainable weight loss is all about real-life consistency. And speaking of consistency, most people think they lack willpower, but what they're really missing is clarity. Clarity on why they want to lose weight. Clarity on what actually matters. Clarity that long-term results come from consistency, not a one-time burst of motivation. Healthy weight loss is built quietly, in small daily decisions. It's in, I skipped that second helping. I got up and walked even though I was tired. I went to bed earlier instead of snacking. That's what moves the needle. Being consistent doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up even when it's hard. There will be bad days, and that's okay. What you can't do is let one slip turn into quitting. People who get in shape and stay there aren't superhuman. They're persistent. They fall, adjust, get back up. No drama, no guilt, just resilience. And that mindset? It's more powerful than any diet you'll ever follow. Here's a simple truth. Someone who walks 30 minutes every day for a month will get better results than someone who crushes a 90-minute workout once a week. Why? Because the body responds to frequency, not flash. Same with food. Real transformation comes from doing the basics again and again until it becomes who you are. It takes patience. But once it clicks, everything changes. And that brings us to a crucial part of this whole journey. Reaching your goal weight is only half the battle. Staying there is where the real game begins. And that's the part most people aren't prepared for. Why? Because they treated their diet like a temporary fix instead of a long-term lifestyle. Keeping your body in shape with health and confidence means creating habits that feel natural. If you can't see yourself doing it 5 years from now, it's not the right approach. The real breakthrough? Flexibility. Having a strong foundation, but allowing room for life to happen. You can eat pizza with your friends and bounce back the next day. You can enjoy dessert on Sunday and not spiral on Monday. That kind of food freedom prevents relapses. Because the issue isn't falling off track, it's not knowing how to get back on. Once you master that, the yo-yo ends for good. One more thing, keep learning about your body. Your needs will change over time. What worked before may need tweaking now, and that's normal. Long-term weight management is not about being rigid, it's about evolving. People who understand this live lighter, freer, more energized lives. And isn't that what we're all after? To lose weight in a way that sticks, boosts self-esteem, and fuels a better life. Now let me tell you something. Now that you know what actually works, and what's just hype, when it comes to popular diets, the next step is yours. No more chasing trends, no more falling for quick fixes. Real, healthy weight loss starts with you taking control, making smart decisions, and building habits that fit your life, not someone else's highlight reel. So let me ask you, what belief has been holding you back? What diet myth have you trusted for too long? Maybe it's time to shift the focus, from extremes to balance, from shortcuts to sustainability. You deserve to feel good in your body, to look in the mirror with pride, and to live a life full of energy, confidence, and freedom. And hey, if this video opened your eyes, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you never miss what's coming next. There's another video popping up on your screen right now that will take this journey even deeper. Go check it out, it's worth it. I'll see you there.